Being part of a community is very important. We're all social animals, and to feel like an outsider or someone that is going at it alone can be detrimental to one's health. This is more of a serious topic, I know, but it's important to me because often I find myself watching or listening to podcasts and videos on mental health. That is because I've struggled and still every day struggle with obstacles of different kinds, and what's really helped me to stay grounded is having friends, family, or some kind of community to be a part of and discuss things with. It seems simple and a tad silly to equate an uplifting community with a YouTube channel with Minecraft content, but as I've been making content and trying to grow my channel, I've grown eager to also build a community that people feel welcomed and are able to share ideas, talk about different topics, and not be an outsider. So if the content I make isn't necessarily what you're into, but you're lacking a community to be part of, I urge you to try joining a community by joining my Discord. We talk primarily Minecraft, but I can attest to being one to start conversations about more real topics and day-to-day life as well. A place to converse and discuss without feeling judged is important. Alright, I hope I didn't ramble too much. Let's move on. Alright everyone, welcome back to Voluminum. This is episode 37. And it's been some time since I've uploaded a Voluminum episode, so I apologize for that, but I've been dealing with a lot of real life stuff lately and kind of been lacking motivation to do different projects around the world here, and not that there's a shortage of them, but just very indecisive on which one I wanted to tackle and record an episode on. So today, or tonight, we're over here working on a drowned farm. I kind of found myself really wanting a trident for some reason, just to play around with. While it's raining is really fun if you get the right enchantment, and just to fly around in the water and all that sort of stuff with. Also, I just don't have a trident. I don't have one. So I want to get one. And making one of these farms really high up in the air is one of those a surefire way to get it. This isn't the fastest type of farm, I'll admit, but making these types where you just have a bunch of water in the air over a river. And I am using the Bounding Box Reloaded mod to kind of map out the river biome here. This should be a pretty big area, a lot of spawning spaces to get our drowns from, and it should be fast enough to get a fair amount of tridents and some nautilus shells. I never made an AFK fish farm in this world. I don't have a lot of those. Making hearts of the sea is kind of a pain. But I'm just kind of mapping this out here and placing a lot of these solid blocks. We're near build limit here, and the trick to putting this way up in the sky is so you can just have AFK kind of halfway up there and only have a very small spawning radius to spawn drowns in, and they should just fall down onto a platform, be attracted to a central spot where a turtle egg is, and then we stand there and kill them. So I'm just going to finish mapping this out, and then we've got to place a bunch of water. Alright, we've got our fortune pick. Start breaking some of this ice. So if you're not familiar with these sort of things, you need a lot of source blocks at the top. All of the water at the top needs to be source blocks, and it needs to flow down. So we need to make sure everything up here is a source block to begin with. And I've had to place those temporary blocks underneath of this ice so it would actually break and form source blocks in water instead of just breaking. So this should all be source blocks as we go here. I probably put too much ice. Oh, I didn't need to put as much as I did here, but I wanted to go ahead and play it safe. And I will have to extend out the slabs holding this on the side further out, so all of the water here, once it starts flowing down, is the light level is dark, or the light level is below 7 or below 8. Just needs to be dark. This should just be about good. And I set up a beacon down there just so I can break all of these temporary blocks much quicker. If I would have thought about it, I probably would have used like slime so I could just break it by hand, but you know, this is where we are. This is where we're at. So this should be good. I should be good to go ahead and break all these blocks and start seeing this water flow down. And then, if I remember right, I need to go down about 50 blocks from here. I'm not sure why it's 50, but I think that's just what I've seen people do is 50. And then make a platform that's, surrounds this whole spawning pad here. And I picked a location nearby the main base. It isn't going to be in the despawn sphere of the AFK spot down there for the rest of the mob farms, but this will just have to do for this type of farm that I want to make. I'll have to just come fly up here to this AFK spot and use the farm when I want to, which probably won't be that often, seeing as how I won't need too many tridents or nautilus shells. Oh, and I did notch out another window on the side here, but that is a really grueling process, I'll have to admit. And then I need to place a bunch of more nether wart blocks, make it all pretty, and then do the same thing on the back side. I'll have a window to fly out of on every side. Start breaking all these blocks here. Start seeing the water flow down. Yep, there it goes. That's going to be a lot of updates. That is probably not in the right place, but I'll figure out the proper place for this as soon as I break all these blocks. It shouldn't be too far from where I need to be. Maybe a little bit higher up, and we got to build a little platform down there. The fish are spawning. Got a nice salmon and cod farm up and running already. This is good. Goodbye, water. Just got done placing all of the water down here. This is insane how it's just kind of bubbled out. It was all down to one source block. Oh, I'm dying. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so I've got this area squared out here. Gotta fill in all of this, and then open all these fence gates to allow things to start falling through, and have to find a middle here somewhere. And we're done. Ah, nice. Floor is done. Now, gotta open all these fence gates, see what the damage is. Alright, I've determined this is about the middle of our landing pad here, and it's a pretty decent fish farm so far. It's a bone meal and some fish coming down, so this is working properly. Under the mob cap of the fish anyway, so I've got a plenty good fish. But now we've got our AFK spot here that should be, or at least not the AFK spot, but the where the turtle lake's supposed to be. Poor fish. Poor salmon. Did nothing wrong but spawn in this water up in the sky here. So from here, things should be pretty simple. I'm just gonna get a turtle egg to place here, and then I need to get a little AFK spot to stand just below, and have the drones come around and try to walk onto the turtle egg over some trap doors that are open, fall down, and I'll kill it with a sword. This should be pretty simple. I just need to find a good AFK spot just below here, where the least amount of ground is being exposed to spawning spaces. So unfortunately, if you can see here, I've got a despawn sphere just above where I'm going to be, a couple blocks below, but this is basically what we've got here. And unfortunately, the river right here next to the base is also next to an extreme hills biome, so I've got a little bit of lighting up over here to do. That won't be too bad, but I need to start slabbing the top of the mothership here. Gotta use some in-stone slabs and start slabbing this up, which I needed to do anyway, but I guess now is as good a time as ever. So I've got to light this up and slab the top of the mothership, which will take longer than I'm leading on. Take quite a bit of slabs to do that, a lot of blocks. But other than that, we don't have to spawn proof very much. So this farm will be up and running pretty quickly. Actually, just gotta go, finish that up. Woo! Slabbing is so much fun. Slabbing is so much fun. So much of slabbing. So much fun is slabbing. Slabbing is so much fun. Yeah. Many hours later, the pyramid is slabbed. The mothership is spawn proof all the way around here. Did I just see a slab poking out? Top slab. This was a lot of late nights, or a couple late nights slabbing this up. But this is all spawn proof now, slabs on everything. So one less thing we have to worry about spawn proofing. On the downside though, I made a pretty crucial mistake up here when I was originally breaking all the water and mapping this out. I put the bottom slabs, I put the bottom slabs there, and then I actually placed a water source like here. So the water didn't flow out over the side, but I also couldn't put a roof over this. So I just got done replacing. I had to fill in all of the source blocks that were here, place more solid blocks down, one block lower, and then put blocks on the outside to again break and then have it flow down. So kind of goofed, but I've now fixed the goof and finished spawn proofing everything. This is I'm recording this quite a few days later after the previous clip. But we did get all of the extreme hills spawn proofed as well. Let's pull this shape renderer up. Yep, everything should be spawn proof. It's hard to see under these snow layers. I think most everything is spawn proof though. It should be. I just kind of torch spammed like crazy because I couldn't see. It doesn't render underneath the snow layers if it's, you know, a light level of 7 or not. I think we're good though. Yeah, maybe a few spots I need to torch again, but I'll find out closer to time. Get this thing up and going. But now I'm just got to put a roof on this thing, or I've just got to put a roof that extends further out, so during the day all of this water under here is a lower light level. Oh, that needs to go. What is that doing there? What on earth happened here? I think some of the water flowed down and somehow messed up this natural little waterfall that is coming from this mountain here and just made it higher. How did this even happen? I don't understand how water works in this game, I guess. Somehow like caught it and drug this waterfall, made it like 10 times higher. I bet I know how to fix it. I bet I can just cut off the flow of the water really quick and then put it back. I bet this will fix it. We gotta let it flow down though. Squid. What? What the heck? That is interesting. Okay. Oh, back to normal. Alright, let's see what I can figure out. Yeah, it's definitely from there. Now, can I get it? See if I can just rock it in there. Oh yeah, totally fixed. Now, it should be back to normal. There you go, natural waterfall. Beautiful. Well, I'm not done with the roof here, but it is nighttime, so I've already got a few drowned spawns in here. And it looks like they're falling down just fine. And I haven't placed the turtle egg yet. That'd probably be something wise to do. Go ahead and do that. But yeah, I've got some drowned falling down here. There's one with a trident. Nice. Hello, fella. I'm actually gonna go get a turtle egg really quick and go ahead and put it there and see what this looks like in action. Alright, well, it's daytime again, so now that I'm back with the turtle egg, go ahead and put that there. To entice some willing drowned over. But I've already got a little spot here. Boop. Let's take this out. I can show you where I'm going to be standing. Right here. AFK spot. Added a little portal as well. So this would make things a little bit easier to get up and down on the base over here. It's got to be way up here though. Like I said, with the linking of all these different portals like nearby each other, it's got to be pretty high up instead of down there, unfortunately. So I'll have to, you know, come out from underneath the bedrock there, or fly up in the base, come out of the portal that spits the items, and just drop down to this one to go to it. So not too bad, but better than flying way up from where I come from out of the base way up here. So got to use like 3 or 4 rockets just to get up here. So this would make things easier. And just like that, it's wrapped up and done. Put the roof on, and it happens to be nighttime, so kind of doesn't matter now. Oh, we've got a trident guy here. Yes. Come on down. The pad is working, and the turtle egg is working. Yes. Oh, these guys sound just lovely. Oh yeah. My super duper XP farm here with advanced storage. Oh, hey little mini guy. Ow! Okay, that's gonna be that might be an issue. Did he drop it? He did not drop his trident. Okay. Got some rotten flesh. Oh well. I'm gonna stand here at AFK for a while, see if I can get a trident. Oh, okay. Might need to work on the little drop-down system here. Kind of getting stuck on this one block. Ooh, just remembered I probably need to take off these beacons because it's shedding some light up there in the water. It being like right there next to it, this is probably giving off some light into the water, so I need to take these off for now. It's been a while since I've seen overworld mobs just hanging around. Hey, Mr. Skeleton. Creepers. This is weird, really weird looking. I always have the mob switch on, but in order to use this thing, I need it off. See if I can get up here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Also added a block here, and I think I'll keep my distance on the back of this block. I should be able to reach all of them, and they come to me anyway, so I don't have to go too far forward anyway. But I'm just gonna stand here at AFK for a while and see if I get anything cool. Okay, I've had to do some redesigning here with the killing chamber and how to lure these guys in, because it was just the single, you know, 3x1 drop shaft with the egg there, and then you'd have the trapdoors to lure them in. Somehow they were getting over and killing the egg, or breaking the egg. And I had a problem as well where if I AFK'd, or the spot I was AFKing at, and I was killing the zombies, the ones that had a trident, they would just aggro to me, and they would stay up here instead of be aggroed towards the egg. So they wouldn't actually fall down into the killing chamber below. They would just kind of stand up here on this platform and just look at me. I don't know how they just detect where the player is at night. When it's daytime, they, you know, aggro towards the egg. They didn't care about the player during the day. But at night, you know, all the drone would detect the player, and the ones that were aggro at me that didn't have a trident would come over here, realize they can't get to me, but get mad at the egg over there, and then end up walking in towards the egg. But since the guys with a trident could theoretically attack me at a range, they didn't feel the need to walk on in towards, you know, drop down to me, so they would just kind of stand up here. So what I've done is added a spot to where there's 3 eggs. They should all feel they can walk over here and crush these eggs. Then they'll all be pushed into one spot with this water here, and they'll be pushed all the way down here. And the way I made this, let me see if I can get out of here. Okay, let's go down. Let's turn that off. I had to move the portal back as well, and I had to move the AFK spot down lower just so I could fit that water in there. So I did have to do some more spawn proofing, but now where I'm AFKing at is right here. Gotta put this little trapdoor to separate, because if I'm up against the hopper, they can actually start hitting me. But I'll AFK here, and if a drowned with a trident tries to get to me, I'm there now instead of under some slabs. So they should theoretically try and walk over here, walk over these trapdoors and get to me now that I'm down there, instead of just kind of standing up here at a range. Plus there's 3 eggs here, so this should be functional to an extent. I don't know, I'm gonna try this out. I've gotta go turn the mob switch off, and I'll be right back. Alright, we've got our first set of drones spawning now with the new killing chamber, and oh, he just dropped right down. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna let these guys stand here before I start killing them. I just want to see if they all come down and are lured to the egg. Yeah, these definitely are. Okay. This water stream may not be the most perfect thing. Okay, they will eventually drop down. The trident guys, these are the guys I'm worried about. What's also daytime, so they'll probably just wander over to me, or towards the egg at least, and not detect me. So the real test will be at nighttime. But this is working pretty good so far. Yeah, there comes the trident guy. They're all falling down. Let's just turn sound off for now. The sound of the drown is not pleasant. Nice. Oh, let's kill the trident guy. Oh, he dropped it! Hey! There we go. Got our trident. Well, I've already got what I need from this farm. That's that. Well, I'm gonna AFK here anyways and get a bunch more tridents and some nautilus shells, stock up on them. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, despite it being a little bit more laid back, a little more simple. Wasn't a crazy big build, but I did want to do a drown farm eventually. So, yeah, also I apologize for some mic issues that I've You might have noticed things going in and out, or the mic being a little bit louder or quieter than normal. I had to reinstall Windows on an SSD, and things changed here and there. I didn't realize until I started editing, so I apologize for that. But everything should be good now, and I should sound mostly normal at this point. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.